Hi guys, welcome back, and today's video is another baked good slash dessert. This is a gluten-free cake recipe, and I think this is good for like those who don't like gluten or those like allergic like celiac. This one is a very easy, simple recipe, and it's just as good as like a regular cake. So I'll just show you guys how to make it.
What you'll need to make this cake is 4 eggs. Separate the whites from the yolk. 125 grams of natural yogurt, unsweetened, 150 grams of sugar, vanilla. You can use the extract, 230 grams of rice flour. If you don't have it, you can just blend the rice, process the rice, and then like filter it, and you'll get rice flour. 125 milliliters of oil, 16 grams of baking powder, 1 tablespoon lemon zest, and a pinch of salt. So first step, before anything, preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and after that you just we're going to start with our egg whites and salt. We're going to mix them with an electric mixer until stiff peaks. So now that it has formed these stiff peaks, we know that it's ready, and we move to the next step. We set aside our egg white mixture, and now we just take in our egg yolks, our sugar, and our vanilla, and we mix it until it doubles in volume and turns this very pale color. So now that it has increased in volume and turned this very pale color, we're going to add in our yogurt, and we're going to mix again. So I lowered the speed just so I can say this, but now we're going to start adding in our oil slowly. So now we've switched the handle on the stand mixer to this one. I don't really know what it's called, but this one. And we're going to add in our lemon zest, and we're going to mix it for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to start adding in our egg white and flour one at a time. So we're gonna add in some egg white and then some flour, and so on and so forth. Now we're going to put it on low speed, and we're going to start adding in our egg white and flour. So after we run out of both the egg white and the flour mixture, we're just going to mix it some more, and then we add in our baking powder, mix again, put it in our baking tray, and just put it in the oven. So now we add in our baking powder as it mixes. So this is what the consistency looks like. So now we're just going to pour it into our mold, and we're going to bake it. So after pouring in our mixture, we're just going to, this is just done to remove any bubbles so we can take it to the oven. So after we heat up the oven, before we put it in, before we put our cake in, the heat needs to be just from the bottom, and we need to put our rack at like the top, like the second row probably, for our cake to bake. So we bake this for 40 minutes, and after 40 minutes we check if it's cooked, and if it's cooked we put it lower, and we put our heat on the top. So after exactly 35 minutes, because we kept watching since we have a very big and like powerful, strong oven, I think it took us about 35 minutes exactly, so we're just gonna test it. Yep, it's clean, which means it's ready. So we'll let it cool and then we'll just serve it.
So this is what it looks like, and it's very fluffy and it's very light, and I think that this one in Spanish it's called bizcocho. I don't know what that means exactly, but it's very fluffy. It's a little warm, which I like my cakes warm. So I'll just try a small piece. So I've just tasted it and I've had a big mouthful. It's actually very good, and to be honest, I think I like this over like a regular cake because it's very light. The fact that it lacks the flour, I think it is very light, and it has two of my favorite flavors, which is like vanilla. And so I made this recipe in particular because I know someone in my family, I think, who is allergic to gluten, and I know that like living with this kind of allergy is very hard because, you know, a lot of things have gluten in them, like so many things. Like pasta has gluten, bread has gluten, cakes have gluten, cookies have gluten. Practically everything that's like baked goods have gluten, and like gluten-free options are like so less or like so limited. So I made my research and I made this recipe, and yeah, because I think that living with like these kind of allergics is very hard. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys make it because I really think it's better than a normal cake. So this brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember, like, comment, share, subscribe if you like this kind of content so you can support me to make more. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!